Hello everyone, Spaced Oyster here, and welcome back to Golden Sun, The Lost Age. In the last episode, we cleared Ayers Rock, learned Reveal, and we got to talk to Master Maha and learn more about werewolves and stuff. Let's see. And in this episode, we'll be re-exploring Garoh. All the civilians have new things to say to us, and we can also finally shop at their weapons and armor shop, which is good because I'm filling up on equipment. And that was my really loud phone. Anyway, hey, it's you guys. Thanks for last night. Oh yeah, that's right. You probably don't recognize me in my human form. I was in the cave with Maha. I was that little werewolf. I'm the reason you can stay in our village and we don't have to wear hoods. My dad told me I put the whole village at risk. He was really mad. He said this whole thing was just dumb luck. But why would luck be dumb? Luck is dumb because you shouldn't have to rely on it in the first place. I wonder if the healer has anything new to say. I've heard about you. They say you're special, like the people in this town. Am I the only one here who isn't special? Please, won't somebody answer my wishes and make me special too? Well, believe me, you don't want to be special. Alright, what about you? Ow! Sorry about that. I'm so happy I don't have to hide that I howled out loud. I never thought I'd be so happy to have our secret out in the open. I know the feeling. Maha said that you were the only outsiders we could share our secret with. So, does it bother you that we're all werewolves? No, not really. Wow, you guys really are different from the others. Most people run away screaming or even grab their weapons. Maha said these travelers were like us. Does that mean they're werewolves too? No, but we can use synergy. I heard tell from Master Maha that you guys are special too. We don't have to hide our secret from you any longer. How could these outsiders have learned Reveal? These guys must be pretty unusual. Last night when you saw me, I was wearing a hood. I guess I won't have to do that anymore. I thought we'd never be able to talk to outsiders about our secret. I feel so free. See, and I do believe I talked to the people in the inn, but just in case. Maybe we should stay and try climbing Ayers Rock one more time. If I used a lever, I could probably make that rock spin, but I still don't get what the point of it is. Those wolves are really noisy last night, too. I'm scared of wolves, so I don't go out much at night. You shouldn't be afraid of wolves. I think they're mostly harmless. I don't know. I don't know much about wolves, to be perfectly honest. Maha came along and said the nicest things about you all. He said if they were werewolves, he'd want them to take his place. That must have made quite an impression on Maha for him to say that. If you can pass the test of Ayers Rock, you can do anything. I've heard stories about other places like Ayers Rock. If they can handle Ayers Rock, they can probably handle those too. I don't want to deal with more places like Ayers Rock. You know how horrible that was? I heard there were other were-creatures in Oceania in a few places. People who can turn into other things than wolves. I would love to meet other were-creatures someday. I encountered werebears on Skyrim. That was a shocker. I just can't believe that someone outside the village learned Reveal. Normally, outsiders never get in to see Maha, but these people, they can see him whenever they want. You learned Reveal at Ayers Rock, and lived to tell the tale. So that must mean you can use Whirlwind. So these people can use both Reveal and Whirlwind. They must be powerful like Master Maha is. So you're something special? An adept or something like that? Does that mean that you can turn into a wolf or something like us? I wish, but no. Did Maha mean that they could change forms like we can? Nah, he just meant, synergy. Did I go into that house down there? Let's double check that. Hey, it's you! Thanks for looking out for our son last night. But I'm curious, did you believe in werewolves before you came here? The younger the werewolf, the less control he has over his wolf form. These travelers must have been very brave to follow him. More like very curious. My brother should have gotten in trouble, but they barely even got mad at him. And Dad said he was really going to tan his hide this time, too. And now everyone's treating him like he did some amazingly good deed. Everyone is amazed that you learned Reveal at Ayers Rock. If you have some time, could you teach it to our children? Oh, thank goodness. Everything worked out, and my husband's not mad. Oh, you could say he turns into a real beast. Alright, I couldn't help myself. Alright, what about you? When we change form, it's best to be unclothed. But when you're human, armor always comes in handy. Maha says that when we're wolves, we don't need to wear armor. He says our instincts will protect us. What do you think? I'll bet these weapons suit you better than any fangs would. I prefer the tooth and claw myself, but whatever. Wait, does that mean you try to bite people while you're human? Well, let's start with the weapon shop. Alright, so first let's sell stuff, because I have way too much junk. Way too much junk. And the oil drop. Oh. Why is that equipped? Does that do anything? Well, whatever. Let's also sell the pirate sword. And the smoke bomb. And the sleep bomb. And the herbs. And the antidotes, too. I guess antidotes would be a bit more handy if you were keeping your characters in their base classes and you didn't want to turn on the Mercury Ginny. But, it's a really easy change to just equip, put the Mercury Gin on set and heal manually. Oh wait, I should check that Hunter's Sword. Although, yeah, definitely not better. Okay, no new weapons, so just armor. Any artifacts, sir? Safety boots. Raise defense, lower speed. Not worth it. Not worth it. Alright. Leather armor. Yay, game tickets. Woo. And I wasted money buying that leather armor. Okay. Well, whatever. Okay. Okay. A bronze shield. Definitely not better than that Fujin shield we found, but these leather gloves are better than these leather armlets the girls were wearing. I believe a lot of this gear was for sale in Alfredo. But I didn't stop in Alfredo to buy gear. I probably should have, but I wanted to try and keep up some internal consistency and just go from one important location to the next important location. So I went directly to Garoh. Anyway, oh yeah, we can go downstairs and talk to some people too. Let's see. I believe that just goes into that house that we went to. That one goes into the house in the cave. I've heard stories about other mountains like our own Ayers Rock. Like on this island that lies across the eastern sea, far from Oceania. I heard that one that's across the eastern sea is really pretty too. It's got water spilling down the sides in huge torrents. It sounds lovely. Well, some dogs like to swim. I wonder if that's true for werewolves, too. I don't know. Is it kind of racist to assume that werewolves have dog-like tendencies? I don't know anymore. Like, yeah. Is it true that you learned Reveal? Yes, it is. I thought Ayers Rock belonged to my people alone. But you young outsiders have mastered it so quickly. I might as well quit trying. I thought I could become a leader if I learned Reveal. How foolish of me. You shouldn't give up, man. You're good. He's worked so hard, but now I don't know. He seems so sad. So now even outsiders are learning Reveal. How do we decide who will lead Garoh now? Well, you see, just because an outsider can come along and do it doesn't mean every outsider can come along and do it. It seems like a perfectly fine way to choose leaders for Garoh within your own community. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, point is, we are ready to continue on to the next location. Next location. I do hate that we have such a long way to get out of Garoh. I don't know if casting Retreat works here. Maybe I should have tried it. But we're already out, so it doesn't really matter. But I guess they really did want us to go through all that stuff just to arrive in Garoh. So, all good, I guess? Sorry, I get lost a lot. This world map is a little confusing. Oh, and I forgot to set the Ginny. But it doesn't really matter. Okay. And give it to Sheba. Alright. Moving on. Let's see, we should be able to get wherever we're going if we just follow the road. That's usually a good start. That's not gonna work out. Okay. Oceania is a surprisingly big continent for one that's supposed to be based on Australia. It's been a long time since we had any visitors in Mikasala. Why would anyone travel all this way just to come to our backwater town? Well, I'll show you why. Because here in this backwater town is a Ginny. But how do we get to it? Oh well, let's explore the inn. You've come a long way, friends. Stay a while and rest your feet. Why are travelers always in such a hurry? Like my mom used to say, fools rush in. There aren't any towns between here and Garoh. You should rest here and maybe re-equip yourselves before heading out. There's no reason to go to Garoh unless you are heading to Ayers Rock. Forgive my manners. No, please, do not fear me. I am the warrior Galahad. I am looking for someone, and I need your help. Do you know of a knight called Isaac? Yes, I do know who that is. You do? I must warn Sir Isaac that he is in danger most grievous. Even now, Satarj, Navampa, and Azart are looking for him. They wish to avenge the loss he gave them at Colosso. I fear what might happen if the three find Isaac before I can warn him. I wouldn't be too worried about it. Yay, Lucky Pepper! That's one of the few things I actually know the location of. Anyway, Felix gets Lucky Pepper because he's super lucky. Yay! Alrighty. I went out to investigate after the earthquake. It looks like a whole different land collided into our own. Osenia was big already, but now that we're connected to Indra, it's just huge. Well, that's what happens when your continent becomes one big place. Have you been to Garoh? Yes, I have. There are all werewolves there. They hide away from those who fear them. But their cursed forms come with great powers. I wonder if there are werewolves beyond those in Garoh. I also wonder if they might not be as gentle as Garoh's folk. I really liked Garoh. Sadly, they really did not do enough with Garoh. A town called Garoh lies to the east of us, but its residents aren't quite human. The people in Garoh are pretty furry. They look weird and kinda cuddly, but they're nice enough. If you look across the ocean to the south, you can see Tundaria. It's bitter cold in Tundaria. It snows there all year long. I don't know, I don't think I could handle that. We only have a small shop here. I used to specialize in items, but now I sell armor and weapons too. I don't know much about weapons and stuff. I hope they don't ask me any questions. Maybe they only want items. Well, no, we want all the stuff. If I remember the math right, everything that's new here will come to about a grand total of 5,000-ish coins. Alright, so Sheba gets the Blessed Ankh. Let's see. A Broad Axe. Still weaker than the Stormbrand. Synergy Armor, an upgrade from those Adept clothes we just bought in Garoh. Armlets, which are an upgrade for the leather gloves. You know, maybe that's why I was taking so much damage in Ayers Rock. I probably should have gone to Alfredo first, or even here to Mikasala, before trying to climb Ayers Rock. Excuse me. Yeah, that might have been a good idea. Alright, Sheba gets all the game tickets. And that'll do it for new gear. Are you looking for someone? Nope. Didn't think so. We don't get a lot of strangers coming here. I like this time of year best of all. It's so much nicer and more pleasant than the harsh winter. In the heart of Osenia lies a sacred place, Ayers Rock. Ayers Rock has stood there since this world was first formed. Nobody knows exactly what that means, though. It means it's been there a while. If you want to go into the heart of Osenia, there are two ways. You can approach from the south, or you can come down from the north. It's weird that you can't go all the way around Osenia from the south. I mean, it's a piece of cake if you go around from the north. Really now. If you're going deeper into Osenia, you'd better be ready for trouble. No way I'd leave town. If I get lost on the roads out there, I'd be a monster snack in no time. Yeah, well, we're gonna have to. Those who have climbed Ayers Rock claim that they can see the unseeable. What does the unseeable even look like? It usually sparkles. My husband has tried to climb Ayers Rock many times. I wish I knew what he saw in that big hunk of rock. I can't let him try to climb it again. What if he were injured? That would be bad. But you know what they say, curiosity killed the cat. But that's also a mistranslation of a proverb or something like that. I heard someone say there's another continent west of Gondwan. At least, that's what my dad used to tell me. Rest his soul. It must be nice to get out and see the world, but staying in one place is nice too. Maybe that's why my dad founded this village. Maybe. Hey, mister, are you an explorer? Yes, I am. Awesome! Don't tell anyone, but I want to be an explorer too someday. I love exploring out behind the house. It's my secret place. My father-in-law was a great explorer long ago, as was my husband. That boy sure admires his grandpa, but I get really worried about him. I'm afraid he'd get hurt if he became an explorer like his grandfather. Well, wait till he's older, teach him how to defend himself, and he'll be good. Oh yeah! I just love to eat me some grass. Yum. The ground here is so soft. I just want to scratch and dig and cock. Yeah, and then to get to that Ginny, you have to scoop here. So I'm gonna set scoop to R, so that way I can just keep scooping. Oh, we found it already. Yay! And before I forget, I'm just gonna put move right back. And yeah, now we're at this part of town where we can grab the Ginny. Mars Ginny Spark. So Spark revives an ally with cheers of support. He sounds very supportive. Alright, anyway, now that we've got all of that stuff taken care of, we can move on. Let's see, so let's rest up at the inn first. Sheba's running low on synergy points because of all the minds she's been reading. Oh yeah, I had a weird epiphany about Dark Souls yesterday. I was talking to my couple friends, and we were somehow we got to the fire, and we were talking about how when people first discovered fire, they probably tried to keep it going perpetually, and so they tried to keep it burning as long as they could. And Dark Souls is basically exactly like that. Hey, Mercury Ginny. Neat. Let's kill it. Because in Dark Souls, the first flame is responsible for the Age of Fire, and then, like, so many people are trying to keep it going. That's basically the whole point of the entire trilogy. Well, maybe not the entire trilogy. Dark Souls 2 was a bit different. Anyway, we also got our Mercury Ginny here. Sour. Alright, so Sour reduces a foe's resistance. I'm gonna turn him on, turn off Spark, and swap him around. Well, actually, let's keep Spark on, swap him with Cannon. There we go. There we go. Alright. And it might be that one possible interpretation for Dark Souls with the first flame is is that people feel the need to in the Dark Souls universe, they felt the need to keep the flame going because they don't know if they would be able to restart it if they let it go out. Although it's speculative at best, because I have no idea in the Dark Souls universe if you actually could start another fire to do another Age of Fire. As opposed to the real world, where if you want more fire, you just start another one. Anyway, we can now summon Megara. To summon Megara, we need 1 Mars and 1 Jupiter Djinn on standby. And Megara is definitely one of the more useful summons to use. I have to remember to show that, and let's see. Yeah, Megara, and then we got Flora and Ayers Rock. I'll have to remember to show those off. Anyway, we're gonna have to try and maneuver our way back to Alfredo. So, in order to do that, I gotta head south from Mikasala. Yay, we killed the dinosaur. Woo! Let's see. Okay, yeah, I think I got our path planned out. Stick to the left here. And follow the road. I hope you could hear my air quotes. And now I don't have to worry about conserving Sheba's synergy, because she doesn't need to cast Whirlwind indefinitely anymore. Woo! Yeah, I think I'm coming down with a cold or something, because my nose is a little stuffy. Alright, probably TMI. Anyway, don't cross that bridge. Stick to this side. I hope. And yeah, here we are back at the desert. The Yampi Desert. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna go through this desert, and I will see you all next time. Thank you all for watching.